Fingerstyle Thursday. Hello, hello. Today we're talking about quite a few things. We're talking about double stops, which we sort of talked about before, but these are harmonizing in thirds. Ooh, spicy! Which is basically based on an A minor scale. This whole piece is in A minor, so that's where that's coming from. The other thing we're doing is preparing our thumb for almost tremolo picking a little bit. So basically we're having a constant ringing out note. We're not doing it tremolo because we're not playing it more than one finger, we're just playing one finger. But your thumb is alternating between the chord. So we can create that basically constant wall of noise. We're going to use our index finger because that is the first thing you should use when you play tremolo. Cool, let's get into it. Right, so as I said, we're going to be using these double stops in A minor, okay? I haven't got enough time to talk about the theory too much, so we're going to talk about more of the practicals. So basically, all the double stops that we can use, we have A minor, which I'd use your index finger on A, so second fret, and then 0. We're only playing 2 strings that are only 2 notes. So that's second fret, and then open. Next, we're going to go to the 4th fret, and then you're going to play basically the 3rd string 2 frets away. And that's a B minor. Next, we're going to have a C major, so that's 5th fret with your middle finger, and then 4th fret with your index. We're going to go back to the minor shape, which is 2 fret gap, and that's 7 and 5. We move up, we have another minor shape, 9 and 7, major, 10 and 9. So basically this is sort of a harmonized, well, I say major scale, minor scale. It's a harmonized minor scale in this fact. So we have A minor, 2 and 0, B minor, 4 and 2, C major, 5 and 4, D minor, 7 and 5, E minor, 9 and 7, F major, 10 and 9. That's all we use here, but if you wanted to, you could continue and go to G major, which would be 12 and 11. And then back to A minor, which would be 14 and 12. But we don't get a massively good sound out of that. Basically, all your minor chords always have a gap of 2, 2 and 0, 4 and 2, 7 and 5, 9 and 7, whereas all your majors always have a gap of 1, 5 and 4, and 10 and 9. Excellent. So we're going to start off with this lovely F major shape, and we're going to be moving all the way down that scale. Right, now that some more of the theory is covered, let's talk about the actual practicals. So basically, we start off with an F, which is 10th fret, with your middle finger, and then because it's a major, only 1 fret gap. So that's 10 and 9. Now the pattern on the right hand, what I want you to play, I want you to play the 4th string with your thumb, then play the 1st string with your index finger. Then you're going to play 3rd string with your thumb, then you're going to play your index finger on the 1st, and then you're going to play the 2nd string with your thumb, and then index finger. So basically, this piece is in 6/8, so you're sort of counting 1 and 2 and 3 and then in order to fill a bar, we're going to play it twice. So we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and. If you can't be fucked to count, then just play the pattern twice. 1 and 2. That is everything that's going on the right hand. So spend some time with that. Okay, so now we're comfortable with that pattern, hopefully. We're going to basically play 2 patterns on F. Then we're going to move down to the E minor, so it's 9 and 7, and play the same right hand pattern. Move 2 frets down to a D minor, same fingers. down to C major, which is 5 and 4, so middle and index. Back up to the D minor, so that's 7 and 5. Back down to C major. And then we're going to go down to B minor. Now we're going to play this for 1 bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and. The last bar goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you just strike that last note and sort of left foot hold there, and then we're going to start the next phase. So actually, just before we talk about that, one important thing when changing between your double stops, right, that makes it really legato, makes it sound really, really, really lovely and smooth and clean, that's what you need with double stops, is you need at least one finger to always remain on the fretboard, okay? So for me, I'm always using my index finger on the 3rd string. So that is the one, and basically it sort of keeps that bass note really held. So you have that lowest note. That's why I play on the uke, because that lowest note really cleanly cuts through, and it sort of, it sounds like a piano. You're sort of holding the note and it continues. You don't have this, and it's sort of floating around like that, okay? So I'd advise practicing your changes. That index finger should never leave the fretboard, okay? Keep him pushed down, always. Okay, so the next part of this piece, imagine doing exactly what you just did, but on every second chord, we're actually gonna let go of the index finger. Remember all that time I told you never to let go of the index finger? Do you remember that? Well, now I'm saying don't listen to that and do the opposite. Basically, you play the F with the same pattern. And then when we move down to the E minor, I want you to move down to it, but I just want you to get rid of your index finger. So we have that open C. You'll then move down to your D minor. Move down to C, but don't use your index finger. Back to your D minor. Back to your C, but remove that index finger again. B minor, so we're going to have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and then we're going to jump and play a D minor. Now, on the sheet, there's a repeat on this section, okay? So on bar 9, there's a repeat started, the big black thick lines with the dots, and then they occur at the end of bar 16. Right, now these are alternate endings as well. Do you see on bar 16, you've got a bracket and a 1, and then on 17, you have a 2 and a bracket over there. I'm pretty sure we've definitely talked about alternate endings at some point, but if not, here we go again. So basically, your job is to play from bar 9, keep playing, you play up to bar 15, and then bar 16 is your first ending. So you play bar 16, and then you go and repeat the whole thing again from bar 9. So then we play from bar 9 to bar 15 again, and then ending 1 comes, you say, fuck off, and you go play ending 2 instead, which is just a strummed A minor chord. Okay, so you sort of repeat the whole thing, but you only play the ending 1, and then second time round you play ending number 2.